Hulk, Ang Lee's The Hulk, not the incredible piece of shit that I went to see, was it last year? Or, well, okay, the Incredible Hulk wasn't that bad, but I thought it was really bad compared to this one. I really love this one. I think this is one of the best comic book movies that's ever been made, and I hate the fact that people hate on this movie so much because it didn't have Hulk fighting Captain America or some other superhero in it. That's basically what it came down to. Okay, I'm a big liar. I do have X-Men 2. I've forgotten. I just recently got this one, so I do have X-Men 2 on DVD. Great. I could have put it here, right next to X-Men 3, so I'll remember. Spider-Man 3. Okay. Checked. I don't have the other Spider-Man movies on DVD. I might get them later. This one, however, is my favorite. I think this is the best Spider-Man movie, in my view. And here's the big Iron Man box. So the DVD's in there, in that mask. But it's stupid because they wrote the name upside down, so I gotta keep it like this here in the box. I got a couple more comic book movies, but let's move on to the sci-fi ones because they'll come up eventually. First of all, the entire Star Trek saga, from episode 1 to episode 6. I got a couple of problems here. Mainly that I think number 2 didn't have finished subtitles at all. So if I'm ever showing this to friends, I'm gonna have to make do with the English subtitles. Also, yeah, these are like the international release DVDs because they have the PG logo over there. And I got the new, and of the old trilogy, I got the DVD boxes with which had the both the original version and the 2004 remade or improved versions. But these are the Swedish DVDs, so it says there Stjärnornas krig. Because these weren't out in Finnish at the time, but I really wanted to get these. And I put the booklet that came with the DVD instead of the cover because anybody who's seen the new Star Wars covers that they made for these movies knows how incredibly bad they are. I want to show this one quickly. So here's the booklet that I put in there, and this is the new version. I think it just looks awful. That's why I put this over it. And here we have the entire Riddick series: Pitch Black, Dark Fury, and Chronicles of Riddick, which is actually a pretty good movie. I hate the fact that people dissed that film. And The Day the Earth Stood Still, the original and the remake. This one has the title, of course, in Finnish. And I think both movies are really good. I recommend seeing them both. Here's Star Trek Season 1. I do have Season 2, but I've lent it to a friend, so I don't have it right here. Here are a couple of Doctor Who DVDs. The 5 Doctor Special, which was awesome, and Doctor Who the movie from 1995, which is also awesome. Blade Runner, the director's cut, which is not the authentic director's cut because Ridley Scott didn't have anything to do with it. And secondly, of course this is a big cult hit nowadays, but I really don't like Blade Runner myself. Plan 9 from Outer Space. This has the colorized version in it, which was really awesome. Actually, it's a bit of a bad thing because once you see it in color, you don't want to watch the black and white version anymore. The Alien collection. So this has the 4 first Alien movies in it. The two Stallone sci-fi action movies, Demolition Man, which is hilariously funny, and Judge Dredd, which I feel is incredibly underrated, which is also based on a comic book, actually, which is why it's perfect for this box. Fifth Element, awesome movie. Here we have Robocop, Star Trek 2 and 4, so I'm missing 3, and of course, Masters of the Universe. Okay, this last one is just a box of random stuff that I have, so there's no real theme to this one. Here's Justice League Unlimited Season 1. Unfortunately, haven't got the Season 2 yet. I should because I love this series. It's absolutely, it's awesome. Here we have a weird made-for-TV movie. It's called The Monkey King. Has Thomas Gibson in the main role. It's basically based on Journey to the West. If you're a Dragon Ball fan, I think this one might actually interest you a little bit. Time Bandits. Awesome. This is a movie that Nevi recommended and I got. Darby O'Gill and the Little People. It's a really good movie made by Disney. Also stars Sean Connery in an early starring role, I think. Manhunter, the 1980s version of The Red Dragon. So it's a Hannibal Lecter movie. Actually better than the new Red Dragon in my view. Hannibal. A really sick film. The Shining. Probably my favorite movie from Stanley Kubrick. Francis Ford Coppola's Dracula. Friday the 13th, the first movie. And Halloween. One from the Heart. This one was a bit of a disappointment. It's a drama with Frederick Forrest, Terry Garr, Raul Julia. I think that's the reason I got this, because it has Raul Julia in it. The City of Lost Children, by the same guy who directed the fourth Alien movie. And you can actually see that. The style is very similar in my view. And of course, both Gremlin movies. I like the first one better, but the second one is also pretty funny. Well, not a lot I want to show you. Only this one, Black Sheep, a comedy with Chris Farley and David Spade in it. I recommend getting that one. There's American Graffiti, which was George Lucas' second movie, and I think really great. I also have THX 1138, but I forgot to mention that one. I've lent it to a friend, and she hasn't watched it yet, unfortunately. Here's The Unknown Soldier, the best Finnish movie ever, made in 1955, and obviously about the Finnish continuation war, which is the latter half of World War II for Finland. An awesome movie. Dustbot, this is the longer version of it. And if I have to give Uwe Boll credit for something, watching House of the Dead and Jürgen Prochnow in it made me want to watch Dustbot. So actually, a Uwe Boll movie has actually done something good for once. It got me to watch one of the greatest movies in German history. U-571, not the most historically accurate submarine movie, but I think really good. The Elephant Man, which is the only David Lynch movie that I have, unfortunately. I want to see more of David Lynch's movie, but I really want to see Razorhead. I haven't been able to get the DVD for some reason, but this is a really good movie. Ed Wood with Johnny Depp, a great movie about the creator of Blind Man from Outer Space. Jim Carrey's Man on the Moon, about the life of Andy Kaufman, really good movie. Tron! We got Van Helsing. This movie kicks ass. Wing Chun. This is a fairly unknown, I think, Hong Kong movie. I highly recommend it. It's really funny. Here's a bit of for movies that you've never heard of on a DVD. The Elevator, Once Upon a Texas Train, Cyborg 3, which is the third sequel to the Jean-Claude Van Damme movie. Cyborg doesn't have Van Damme in it though. Neither did the second one. It had Angelina Jolie in that one. And Rising Storm, aka Rebel Storm, or a ton of other titles, a really crappy post-apocalyptic movie. Even though it has John Rhys Davies in it, I still didn't like it. And the Ewok movies, Caravan of Courage and Battle for Endor. Battle for Endor is actually pretty good. Caravan of Courage got a little boring after a while. Here's my Clint Eastwood collection. And this one has A Fistful of Dollars for a Few Dollars More, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. And then, so the whole Sergio Leone Dollars trilogy, essentially. Good and Bad and the Ugly, obviously my favorite, and then Fistful of Dollars, and finally A Few Dollars More. I like that one, but not so much as the other ones. And also has Hang 'Em High, which I thought was really not as good as these other movies. And there's one VHS here. It's Captain N. And this is something my sister got last year for me as a birthday present. It's the Godzilla box. And they fucked it up, unfortunately. So this is supposed to be like the second Godzilla series, which was from 1985 to 1998, I think. There are two more movies in between Godzilla vs. Mothra and Godzilla vs. Destroyer. So, Destroyer! But they left those out for some reason, and more dumb. I thought the original was definitely the best.